Okay, so today I'm going to do like a different kind of video. I'm going to talk about a script that I'm writing, and I'm going to like try for the people I casted as each character, to, I don't know, hear me out or see the show. So the show I'm thinking of, the script I'm writing, it's called Lost in Between, and I was already thinking like to make it a show and everything. So yeah, let's start. I'm going to talk about Lost in Between. It's a story about this group of friends, but mainly the main character is this girl, which I would really like to play the character. Her name is Amara Dawson, and she has this boyfriend who she loses after a drunk driver hit him while he was crossing the street to go back to his house after a party. And after Amara and Austin, which is the guy who dies due to a drunk driver, after a big fight they had, and left things unclear. So I have a couple of characters. Anyways, after he dies, like, everything in her life changes, and it's the end of the school year, and she just found out at the end of like school week that their family, her father and her mom, her parents decided to move the entire family to another state and another town, which is called Ravenswood. I kind of came up with a name between Ravenswood and Rosewood from Pretty Little Liars and stuff. But it's like my own name, Ravenswood, a combination of Rosewood and Ravenswood. Anyways, it's close to both towns, so it's like I try to make a connection between Ravenswood and Rosewood, meaning Pretty Little Liars and the show Ravenswood. Okay, so I am going to get into the characters that will be in the script. First is Grandma Kate, which is my mother, my character's mom, Joanne Dawson, which in general it's Joanne Summers. But her mom, Grandma Kate, which I was thinking could be played by Meryl Streep. She's one of the biggest actresses and everything. So yeah. The other one is Grandpa Alfred, played by Alec Baldwin, which I think that Meryl Streep and Alec Baldwin make a good pair of combination parents, because they've already played movies. They've already acted in movies together. Another one is Uncle Ross, which would be played by Pretty Little Liars, Jason De Laurentiis' main actor, Drew Van Aker. Amy Wildfire, which is Ross Summers' wife, would be played by Anna Mulvoy-Ten. She's one of the main characters from the Nickelodeon show House of Anubis. I used to love that show. Okay, then Owen Summers, which would be played by Peyton Meyer. Derek Summers would be played by Asher Angels. Lucas Summers would be played by Hayden Hawes. Aiden Summers, which would be played by Lily Kay. Haley Chamberlain, which is Owen Summers' fiance. Meg Donnelly. Owen Summers is like the eldest son, which he's like 21, and Haley Chamberlain is also 21. Derek Summers is, I was thinking like 17 to 18, and Lucas would be 15 to 16, and Ava Summers would be 14 to 15. Aunt Raquel, which is Chanel Parrish, I thought of her as Aunt Raquel. Jamie Holden, which is Aunt Raquel's husband, would be played by Ian Somerhalder. And there are 3 kids, and a 4th one on the way, would be Bianca Holden, played by Laura Morano, which is a college student. Jackson Holden, which would be Aiden Prince. Allie Holden, which I still don't have an actress for her. And Kevin Holden, which would be a newborn baby. Then there's Aunt Sally. Caitlin Clayton would be playing Aunt Sally. Jada Perolini, I was thinking, could be Simone Harrison. Leonardo Perolini, which is Jada Perolini's father, and Aunt Sally's in the moment ex-husband, because he kind of cheated on her with her best friend, would be Eugene Simon from House of Anubis. Aunt Josephine would definitely be Amanda Seyfried. Mark Heights would be Channing Tatum. Then we're going to my character's father's family side, which is Grandma Mallory, which I still don't have an actress for her. Grandpa George, which I don't have a character for him. I don't have an actor for him either. Uncle Jack, which would be Brad Kavanaugh, which is also from House of Anubis. Wendy Dawson, which would be Sabrina Carpenter. Fabine Dawson, which would be Ross Lynch. Tessa Dawson, which would be Sophie Sumnett. And now would be my character's family. Dad, which is Richard Dawson. Jack Lee. My mom, which would be my character's mom, which would be Joanne Dawson, would be Aquafina. I have an older sister, which is Alana Dawson, and I was thinking Lana Condor could be her. Then there's my younger brother, William Dawson, which I was thinking could be Isaac Presley. I don't know about you guys, but I kind of think that's a good actor. Then would be my dad's sister and brother coming up soon. And my dad's sister and her family, and then my dad's brother, which would be my dad's character's sister would be Aunt Callie, played by Victoria Justice. Dwayne Cruz, which would be her husband, Avon Jogia. Robbie Cruz would be Caden Conrick. Lila Cruz would be Dylan Conrick. Jill Cruz would be Jaden Bartels. Cody Cruz would be Sawyer Charbonneau. Nicolette Cruz, I was thinking Emma Dodson. Gabe Cruz and Poppy Cruz. Gabe Cruz is like a 9-year-old kind of kid, and Poppy Cruz would be a newborn baby. Now, for my father's character's brother would be Uncle Darren, which I was thinking also Berkeley Duffield from House of Anubis, because you know. Okay, next would be my dad's boyfriend's character's family, which is their father and mother would be Jordan Jones, which would be played by Nathan Kress. Rebecca Jones would be played by Miranda Cosgrove. Ethan Jones, his older brother, would be played Luke Newton, which is also kind of like Amara Dawson's kind of love interest too, before moving out of town. Austin Jones, which would be the dead boyfriend. I thought it could be Uriah Shelton. And their twin siblings, which is Greg Jones as Diego Velasquez as Greg Jones, and Bailey Madison as Leslie Jones. Now would be my older sister's character's boyfriend and my character's ex-best friend that turns out to be again best friend, because let's just say it's a complicated story. Johnny Grovestone, played by Noah Centineo. Lilia Buckingham would be Melissa Grovestone. And their cousin would be Jake Morris, played by Tanner Buckman. Then there's Mrs. Johnson, which is one of my best friend's character's mom, played by Megan Fox. I thought Emma Johnson could be played by Sophie Michelle. And then her younger brother, Alec Johnson, which would be played by August Maturo. Then there's Mrs. Kensington, which is Ashley Tisdale. Mike Kensington, which I thought it could be Carson Looters. Rosie Kensington, Mia Tallarico. Evony Blake could be Sky Jackson. And then there's Jessica Harrison, which is one of my sister's character's best friends. It would be Sarah Hyland. Lexi Harrison, which is my character's other best friend, Rowan Blanchard. Lori Gremmings, Madison Ziegler. Madeline Gremmings, played by Mackenzie Ziegler. Then there's Maya Tanderson, Bella Thorne. Maxine Tanderson could be played by Corey Corpinus. Stacey Tanderson could be played by Nadia Turner. CJ Tanderson could be played by Jake Short. And Viviana Adams could be played by Emilia Veronica. I don't know how do you say her name, but it's the girl who plays as Gwen in To All the Boys I've Loved Before. Charlotte Adams, which would be played by Madison Lewis. Julie Rhines, Piper Corda. Samantha Rhines, Lily Chi. America Weston, Genevieve Hernandez. Cassandra Harley, I thought it could be played by Sarah McCormick. Hope Harley could be played by Claire Rocksmith. Nate Campbell, Charlie McDermott, Niall Grimsworth, Mitchell Hope, Simone Creek. Simon Creek could be played by Austin North. Tyler Thompson, Luke Benward, Justin Brown, Bradley Stephen Perry, Katie Brown, Tixnami Ortiz, Craig DeLucci, Ben Azalert. Rachel DeLucci, which is Craig DeLucci's younger sister, would be Sissy Sheridan. Timothy Drew, Kevin Quinn, could be played by Kevin Quinn, which Timothy Drew is the love interest of Samantha Rhines. And then there's Thomas Foster, which would be the love interest of I think it was, no. It was Lexi Harrison's love interest, which Thomas Foster would be played by William Franklin Miller. Jared Devon, I thought it could be Hayden Summerall, which I thought it could be the love interest of Madeline Gremmings. And then there's Evan Pollock, which is played by Harrison Kane, and is the love interest of Emma Johnson, which Emma Johnson and Evan Pollock kind of like each other, so yeah. And just like the other love interests, they like each other. Then there's Jonas Tandy, would be played by Johnny Orlando, and would be Stacey Henderson's love interest. Then Jonas Tandy would have a younger sister named Blair Tandy, which is played by Johnny Orlando's younger sister, or Lauren Orlando. Then there's Kyle Timber, which I thought it could be the guy who plays as Dylan from Modern Family. I don't know how to say his name, right? Ewing. And then there's Chris Timber, which is Kyle Timber's younger brother and would be played by Nolan Gold. Then there's Marcus Wigley, the family Wigley, which is Marcus Wigley, Kendall Schmidt from Big Time Rush. Tammy Wigley would be played, Elizabeth Wigley, which is Marcus Wigley's wife, would be played by Caitlin Tarver. Tammy Wigley would be played by Pilot Paisley Rose. Andy Wigley would be played by Walker J. Bryant. Maribel Wigley, I thought it could be played by Ava Colker. Tamara Gilbert could be played by Kaylin Sloving. I don't really know how to say her name. I thought Tiffany Gilbert could be played by Presley Hoshbaj. Okay. Some of these actors and actresses I'm talking about are TikToker stars or actresses from big shows like Nickelodeon's House of Anubis or ABC Family's Pretty Little Liars or Brat TV's series like Chicken Girls or Total Eclipse or what other show could be, or even mega YouTube stars like Jenna Ortega or Jenna Davis or Piper Raquel or Claire Rocksmith. I kind of have them here for characters. Okay. Then there's Clement Stanton, which would be Matt Sadis, and then there's Amy Stanton, which is Clement Stanton's younger sister, played by Jenna Davis. Danielle Maidens would be played by Alaya Moulton, and Liliana Keynes would be Jules LeBlanc. Laurel Keynes would be played by Jules' little sister, Haley LeBlanc. I thought Marissa Travers could be Brooke Butler. Jessie Lovings could be Divinity Perkins. Claire Gordon could be played by Bella Shepard. Joey Peters could be played by Lucas Stadford. Zach Owens could be played by Jaden Reverie. Chase Kirkland could be played by Jake T. Austin. Josh Andrews, I thought it could be played by Amir Mitchell Towns. Stephen Olsen could be played by Karen Barr. Alan Sterling could be played by Charlie Dupree. Mr. Owens could be played by Ritesh Rahan. Mrs. Greensburg could be played by Melanie Paxson. Mr. Lemire, Dan Stevens. Mr. Edwards, Kyle Harris. Evelyn Harris could be played by Skylar Stucker. Trixie Fragmeyer could be played by Lauren Taylor. Lizzie Swan could be played by Landry Bettender. Eloise Darling could be played by Lexi Jade. Marcy Grimes could be played by Kimberly Kirking. Lydia Phillips could be played by Francesca Capaldi. Fiona Hurd could be played by Mia Jenkins. And so on. I have like 3 more pages to go. Yeah, exactly 3 more pages. But yeah, I'm going to read a little bit about the story. Okay, so it starts. It's been 4 weeks since Austin's accident, and everything has changed. There's only 2 weeks left of school, and then we'll have usual our usual end of the year homecoming dance. But since Austin's accident, I haven't been feeling like myself lately. I've been feeling lost in between, like I'm alive, living and breathing, but a part of me died and left the minute Austin died. Everyone around me keeps saying everything's okay or everything's going to be okay, just give it time. But how would they know? Now it's Monday afternoon and I'm heading home after cheer practice on my own. As I was walking out of school, I noticed how excited everyone was for the night of the homecoming dance to finally get here. Months back, I would have been extremely excited for homecoming dance, but now with Austin gone, I don't feel like doing anything, and it hurts to think back to all the homecoming dances I went to with Austin. Remembering everything, I tried to quickly leave the school grounds. As soon as I was far enough from the school, I kept walking home. While I was walking down the streets, I noticed the smell of double chocolate chip cupcakes coming from one of the buildings nearby. Just as I looked up, I was walking by Maggie's place. Maggie's place has been Austin, our friends, and my favorite place since I can remember. That's where Austin took me for our first date, and where Austin first asked me to be his girlfriend. Before I continued walking home, I looked through the window. And that's kind of what I have for now. So that's kind of the script I'm kind of having. So if you guys like it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe on my YouTube channel. Follow me on my Instagram and follow me on my TikTok. Hope you guys like it. Bye.